idea, but I didn't even realise what a hot take was, so I had to Google it, and it's basically, we have 15 questions, and it's basically unpopular opinions that might spark a debate, or just like, you know, just unpopular opinions in general of certain things. And I have to say, the questions were quite tricky, some of them, so I had to like give them like a bit of a think, and I've written them down, my answers to some of the questions that I found a bit like, oh, I need to find an unpopular opinion of this, but I've got there in the end. And so hopefully you enjoy this whispered video, and hopefully maybe you agree with my unpopular opinions, or hot takes, in other words. So, question 1. A food that you think is way overrated. So, I am not a very fussy person, to be honest, and I love so many different kinds of foods, and I really struggled with the first question. But I do remember a Wendy's opened nearby to where I lived a couple of years ago, a Wendy's burger bar, and the queues were massive outside, so I thought, oh, what's the hype with these burgers? Like, so I waited for the queues to die down, and I went in there, tried one of their burgers. I think it was called a Dave or something, and it was nice, don't get me wrong, it was a nice burger, but I don't know what all the hype was about the Wendy's burger, because in my opinion I much prefer the burgers from Five Guys. They are amazing, but that's just my opinion on that. Question number 2. In the next part of this video, I've just edited this in the middle because I said question number 3 was question number 2, but this is question number 2. And question number 2 was a bookish opinion that would mildly annoy people. Mine is very simple. I prefer to watch films over reading books. That's just me. But yeah, I just thought I'd add that in there because I did the whole video and I've just had to add this section now. Sorry about that. And on with the video. And number 2, question number 2. A piece of advice you think is wildly outdated. So this probably is an unpopular opinion. And so this piece of advice, I think, is when people say to you when you're younger, do well in school, get a job, contribute to society. I don't think that leaving school with the absolute top grades, I mean, it's amazing if you can, but I don't think it's essential, because your experience and learning continues to grow outside of school. And I have to say, through my experience, experience does go a long way, along with, like, it's great to have qualifications, don't get me wrong, but I left school with not amazing grades, and I thought, oh, I'm doomed. And no, I picked up, I did a lot of work and gained a lot of knowledge through experience on the job stuff. And not only that, I feel like with our future, like with AI and everything being online, a lot of the future jobs are going to be either made redundant or online jobs. Like, everyone's on the internet now, everyone's online, like, yeah. Anyway, that's just another, my opinion on that. You can try and change it if you want. No, question number 3. Oh no, I've done question number 3, silly me. Question number 4. A popular life hack that you think just complicates things. writes things is flagging emails and then forgetting about them. I don't know if that's a really good answer, but never mind. Number 5 is a feel-good song that instantly annoys you, and I didn't have to really think much about this one. The first thing that popped into my head was Jess Glynn, Hold My Hand. And don't get me wrong, it's not because of Jess Glynn, or I actually like Jess Glynn, and the song before the Jet2 holiday advert was quite a pretty good song, but the Jet2 holiday advert has really, really destroyed that song, because it's everywhere now. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Number 6 is a supposedly relaxing activity that actually stresses you out. I've put, like, there's loads of relaxing activities that I absolutely love, but what popped into my head was going on a sunbed. Now, as you can tell from my complexion, I'm very pale. I never go on sunbeds, but it's just the thought of going on a sunbed that stresses me out, only because it makes me feel a bit anxious, like having something like really close to your face, because I'm a slightly claustrophobic, I would say, slightly. Question number 7. A social media trend that you wish would quietly disappear. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Everyone's, I mean, it was funny at first, but it's everywhere now, and every time I'm scrolling through TikTok, or, you know, sometimes even YouTube, like the shorts, like they're just popping up everywhere. Everyone's like doing an impression, like, of that advert with the Jess Glynn darling on my hand. So that is that. Number 8 is, question is an ingredient that ruins a dish for you, even if it's a tiny amount. No, I didn't have to think long about this one either. The ingredient is, drum roll, microphone roll, ASMR roll, ginger. Now, I don't like ginger in tea. I don't like ginger in, like, curries or any food, savoury food in particular. But the controversial thing about that is I love gingerbread cake. How does that make any sense? I don't like ginger in tea, I don't like ginger in savoury things, but I love gingerbread cake, the sweet side of the ginger ingredient. Anyway, yeah. What's the next one? 9, which is a fashion trend that you refuse to get on board with. I'm going to say it straight away: socks with sandals. Sorry if you wear them, but not for me. Next one. A cozy activity that's totally overhyped. This didn't take me long either to think of an answer to this one. So, you know, when you may go away to like a log cabin or somewhere, like a caravan that might have like a hot tub outside, and if you go in the colder months and you get in that hot tub while it's freezing outside, yes, it's nice when you're in the hot tub, but when it comes to having to step out, how freezing you feel and cold. Like, it's relaxing when you're in the hot tub, but the dreaded thought of having to get out, yeah, I don't find that relaxing at all. I hate being cold. And then question number 11, a popular movie or show that you never finished. and it is The Walking Dead. I haven't finished it yet. I stopped watching it when we were moving back in June, and I haven't got back into it yet. I really enjoy that series, but I have to be in the right mood to watch it though, because it is quite dark, well, very dark. It's about zombie apocalypse and all that, but yeah. I still need to finish it. Question number 12. A childhood favourite you still think is the best? So I didn't know what it meant by childhood favourite. I was thinking, does it mean film? Does it mean series? Does it mean character? Childhood what? So I just went with film. So my favourite childhood film is a film called Fern Gully. And it's such a feel-good movie, and it's about like humans like cutting down the forest and destroying the environment, and there's like a little community of fairies that live in the forest that have to fight against this evil like creature called Hexus that's been released from a tree through humans cutting down the tree. But there's just so much good characters, good music. It's just such a colourful, feel-good childhood film, and I love it. Yeah, now we're on to number 13. Question number 13. A weather hot take: rain, snow, etc. So my weather unpopular opinion, well, it might not be unpopular, I don't know, but I think it might be. I prefer the heat to be in the summer. Like, I love it when it's 30 degrees, and I know that's really hot for some people, but most people like it like a medium 25 degrees. But sometimes I can find even in 25 degrees, if you're in the shade and there's a breeze, I still get a bit of goosebumps. But I absolutely love a 30 degree sunny summer's day. And number 14. A movie everyone loves that you thought was just okay. This one took me a while to think of something, and it is the film that's called The Meg. It's about this massive giant shark. But anyway, I'm not a massive fan of films with sharks. I don't know why, that's just me. And number 15, a household chore that you secretly like doing. This one, I love mopping the floor. Just seeing the floor go from dry to wet and getting all clean and smelling nice is lovely. And I also love that vacuum fresh powder that you can sprinkle over your carpets, and then you get the hoover and then you hoover the powder off the carpets, and you're left with a lovely smell, and it smells so clean and fresh. So yeah, that's it from me. I think I've answered the 15 questions. If you did enjoy this video and have any requests for any future videos, please let me know in the comments, and I will endeavour to get round to recording your requests. So thanks again, and thank you Tanya Tanushi for the nomination again, and sorry, I think that's my partner upstairs. Thank you for the nomination, and